I was asked to make this video on the worst path to financial freedom. And it just made me laugh because most people are on a path that will not get them where they hope that it will. And it is the worst path. And I want to tell you what that path is today. And that path, the worst path to financial freedom, is following society's game plan.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
Now you understand that since you were a kid, you were little and you may have had parents that said, at some point you got to get good grades. Why good grades? Because, well, if you get good grades, it starts mattering, at least in America, in grades 9, 10, 11, and 12, high school. You get good grades, then you can actually have a shot at going to college. Statistically, you're going to make double the income if you have a college degree than if you don't. So people then go to college. And in college, they focus on getting their good grades. And in college, you really get to kind of pick the career that you want to go after. Now, understand, college is career training, not life training. It's not teaching you how to be successful. It's not teaching you how to achieve. It's not teaching you how to run a business. It's simply teaching you how to work for somebody else and, as an artist, have some type of skill. I can do computer coding. I can build computers. I'm a doctor. I can read symptoms. And I'm a manager, marketing, whatever it is that you've gotten from college. And here's what we're kind of told. If you get a good degree in college, then you can get a job in a field of interest that you have. And then that company will take care of you for 30, 40, 50 years. But here's the problem with this entire plan. First of all, good grades do not mean make a lot of money. Then when you go to college, a piece of paper, all it does is says that you're smart enough to figure out how to get a piece of paper that graduate college with. So what do you do then? Then you land a job. And you know what you're going to do with that job? You haven't been taught about money. So you're going to probably spend everything that you get to keep after you put money in a 401k or IRA. And here's the crazy part. Put your money in a 401k, put your money into an IRA. These things will not pay you any money. They're designed to grow with time. And they're going to average 5%. Dude, 5% takes like 20 years to double. So it's like, this is a sucky plan. I can't save. What am I going to do? Save? You're going to give me a match because I'm going to save 3, 4, or 5% of my income and put it in there? Dude, that won't give you anywhere near enough, but that's actually what you're taught to do. So then when you're at the least expensive point in your life, you're interested in getting yourself a honey, getting married, maybe having kids, life becomes expensive, so now you need a house, now you need multiple cars, then you want to take that trip once or twice a year, and at the end of the day, do you know what that really means? That means that you are living check to check, and even if you're a great saver, you're putting some money away. By the time you get to your 40s, you start getting so inundated with get the kids to their activities and do this thing and go for that promotion. By the time the 50s sneak up on you, you know what you're going to realize? Crap! I just spent 30 years of my life in society's plan, and guess what I have to show for it? Almost nothing. So you start panicking, and yet your panic won't make anything better. You're not going to get any more. And at the end of the day, you're going to approach retirement, and this is what you're going to have. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it up here on the board. I want you to see this. First of all, when you hit that magical age of Social Security, you're probably going to get a check of maybe $1,500 to $2,000 a month. And by the way, how much life can you live on for that? Not a lot. Let's just assume that you have been enjoying what a lot of Americans do as dual income earning families. They enjoy a lifestyle of about $80,000 a year when they're in a marriage or a relationship. Average American makes $44,000 a year, times that by 2, have a little side hustle, $80,000 a year. So now what happens is I got some Social Security that's coming in when I am no longer marketable because I'm too old. Social Security is not a lot. Then you're thinking, but Kris, I put some money in my 401k. Average American at retirement with 401k, under $50,000. But let's also add to it your IRA and anything else that you've set aside. You're going to give it to your financial planner and they're going to annuitize it. And this annuity is designed to pay out at 4%. So let's just say, let's be aggressive and say that you had way more money than the average person actually does. Let's say you even had $200,000. $200,000 at 4%, do you know what that's actually producing for you? What's 1% of $200,000? It's $2,000. We're talking about 4% is $8,000 a year spread out. We're talking about, let's just call it $700 a month there. So you got $700 here, I got $1,500 to $2,000 here, and then companies don't have pensions anymore, but maybe I've been working on paying off my house. Let's just say you actually paid it off. People don't. Very few do. But let's say that you actually paid off your house. And your house, let's say, has a value of $300,000. Here's what you got to ask yourself. Now that you're older, now that you have medical things coming on the rise, now that you want to visit your grandchildren, now that you want to take trips and enjoy life, $700, $2,000, $2,700 a month. Is that anywhere near $80,000 a year? No. By the way, medicine is going to keep you alive for a long time. You've got decades ahead of you more than likely, especially if you're young right now. So this $80,000 that you used to, you now have to figure out how to live on like $30,000 a year. You're cutting your income way more in half. And then you're like, I'm out of money. What do I do? Well, all of the security I got out of paying off my house, I now need to tap into my house. I'm going to sell my house. I'm going to reverse mortgage my house. And I'm going to get enough money to live for 5 to 7 more years, hoping that I die after because now I have no money. And at the end of that, people are relying on government. They're relying on charity. They're trying to figure out, can I go to Walmart and become a greeter? Can I get a job anywhere? And you have to figure out how to live the next 1, 2, or 3 decades of your life with that financial mess. How did we get here? Why is this such a horrible financial plan? I know today some of you are like, oh, Kris is going to talk about multi-level marketing, or he's going to talk about businesses that are stupid that people shouldn't start. Man, those people are at least efforting themselves because they realize that this is a joke. This is the world's worst financial plan. And what I've done for you today is I've cracked the code on the numbers. And I want you to understand, from this moment forward, if you're still watching this video, it means that you now know, and it means that you have a responsibility to do something with this information. What you need to do is take massive action on a plan that can get you where you want to go. Fortunately, I got my hands on this information when I was 22 years old. And you know what I decided to do? I decided to take my own massive action. I found 3 mentors with hard work that had made millions of dollars, happened to all be in real estate investment. I got in that game, I figured it out, and by the time I was 26 years old, I became financially free. I turned 40 years old this year, and for the last 15 years, I've been traveling to 40 different countries. I now have a wife and 4 beautiful, amazing children. I spent the day today actually out there with them, and when I'm done shooting a few short videos, I'm gonna spend the whole evening with them. I really have an amazing life, and I feel super, super blessed. Right now, I'm reaping and I'm harvesting all of the years of hard work. The reality is I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my life, and it's gonna be epic and awesome. And the sad thing for me is that everybody can, but not everyone will. Jim Rohn caught it. He called it the magic and the mystery. Everybody can, but not everyone will. Why would you watch this video and not choose to do something to change your life? The reality is you may not know what that is. I want to share with you how you and I can get together, and I might be the one to make that difference for you. I may be that mentor. I may not be. Only you can know. But a couple of things that I would recommend for you. First one is you can get a free copy of this book, The Straight Path to Real Estate Wealth. You cover the shipping, and other than that, the book is free. I believe that knowledge is powerful, especially if you act on it. You don't know if you should act on this short video, but if you watch that, it's going to share with you something that you can do to make a difference. The second thing, there's also a link showing you precisely how I became financially free at 26 years old. And I want you to click on that video right now and watch it, because I'm going to break down the steps of exactly what I did to become financially free. Whether you follow in my footprints or not, doesn't really matter. I made this video today because I'm sick and tired of people suffering unnecessarily because they don't do the math. I've done that for you today. Now you know the worst financial plan, and it's a responsibility for you to build up your life, do something greater, leave a legacy, help other people, and for heaven's sakes, with this one life to live it as great as you possibly can. My name is Kris Krohn. I'm dedicated to your financial freedom. Get those free gifts and trinkets, and otherwise I'm going to see you on the flip side if you're a subscriber with tomorrow's new video.